알고 보면 2배 더 재밌는 GSL, 7년의 역사를 자랑하는 GSL의 이모저모를 살펴보는 시간 GSL 백서입니다. 매주 토요일 여러분을 찾아가는데요. 오늘은 그 첫 번째 시간으로 GSL에만 있는 아주 특별한 상, 우승만큼 의미 있는 상인 임재덕상에 대해서 알아보겠습니다. GSL은 코드 S와 코드 A 승강전 시스템으로 출발했는데요. 코드 S에 잔류하는 것 자체가 무척 어려웠던 당시 놀랍게도 코드 S 10연속 진출에 성공한 임재덕 선수를 기념하기 위해 2012년 처음 만들어졌습니다. 그렇다면 이 상은 누구에 의해 왜 만들어졌을까요? 임재덕상을 맨 처음 창안한 사람은 GSL을 주관했던 곰TV의 그래텍 대표이사셨던 배인식 대표라고 합니다. 메이저리그의 전설적인 투수 싸이영 그 이름을 따서 각 리그 최고 투수에게 수여하는 싸이영상에서 모티브를 얻었다고 하는데요. 이 얘기를 듣고 당시 해설자였던 현 아프리카TV 최정원 본부장이 실행으로 옮겼다고 합니다. 당시의 두 분은 설마 임재덕상 수상자가 그렇게 많겠어? 이렇게 생각을 하셨다고 하는데 두 분의 예상과는 달리 많은 수상자들이 탄생했죠. 2012년 GSL 시즌3에서 코드 S 10연속 진출에 성공한 임재덕 선수를 시작으로 그해 12월 정종현 선수가 두 번째 수상자가 됐고요. 그리고 2013년 8월 박수호 선수가 세 번째 수상의 영광을 안았습니다. 그리고 2014년 GSL 시즌2에서 원희삭 선수가 네 번째 수상자가 됐는데요. 원희삭 선수는 이듬해 16강까지 10연속 진출 기록을 만들면서 새롭게 원희삭상을 신설하기도 했습니다. 그리고 2017년 무려 3년 만에 임재덕상 수상자가 동시에 2명이나 탄생했는데요. 2014년 GSL 시즌1에서 첫 코드 S를 밟은 이후 10연속 진출에 성공한 강민수 선수와 박명우 선수가 그 주인공입니다. 이 4년이란 긴 시간 동안 꾸준한 성적을 보여준 두 선수에게 다시 한번 축하드리고요. 역대 임재덕상 수상자가 모두 그랬던 것처럼 두 분 역시 GSL 결승에 오를 거라 믿어 의심치 않겠습니다. 이 반면 9연속 코드 S까지 달리다가 아쉽게 한 시즌 남기고 코드 A로 떨어졌던 선수들도 있는데요. 레전드 이윤열, 슈퍼노바 김영진, 해병왕 이정훈, 군단의 심장 초대 우승자 김민철, 그리고 현재에도 왕성하게 활동 중인 이동영 선수가 그 주인공입니다. 한편 이번 시즌 9연속 코드 S 진출에 성공하면서 다음 시즌 임재덕상 수상이 유력해진 선수도 있는데요. 바로 진에어 그린윙스 이병렬 선수입니다. 이번 시즌은 물론 다음 시즌도 좋은 성적 거두셔서 꼭 7번째 임재덕상 수상자가 되시길 응원해 보겠습니다. GSL과 관련된 재밌고 신비한 이야기 다음 주 토요일 두 번째 이야기로 찾아오겠습니다. 지금까지 GSL 백서였습니다.
When it's silver.
GSL
All right, guys, just to translate that a little bit for you in case you didn't know, the Nestea Award, as we call it in English, is when you do 10 consecutive seasons in Code S. Only 4 people have ever achieved that. They did show a little screen of 5 people. Those are the people that got 9 in a row and then fell out. I like to call that the Supernova Award, poor guy.
Oh, yeah.
But literal legends, every single person who's gotten it. They're the greatest players of all time, a lot of them, right? Nestea, MVP, DRG, and Pardon. And this season is the 10th season in a row for Dark and Solar. So they will both be receiving the Nestea Award and joining that ridiculous pantheon of nerds.
Very exciting stuff.
And Rogue is a season away, I believe,
yeah, I believe,
as well,
yeah.
is
I
what
believe
that
you're
last
correct.
part was. But it's 10 in a row.
Which is crazy when you think of how hard it is to even get into the GSL Code S.
Yes. It's wild, so very exciting stuff to have 2 new players get it. We didn't know if we'd ever have this happen again, to be honest. But I think a lot of the guys we have right now are going to end up getting it in the next couple of years.
The competition, excuse me, is the fiercest.
Competition. Good job.
Competition sports. The competition is more fierce than it's ever been before. So the idea of actually getting 10 of these in a row is pretty crazy. We're now going to Ryung versus Deer. Ryung is completely masked. Any of his standard Tyrion versus Protoss. Let's see what he's got in store for Deer right now. Deer narrowly defeating Billowy. He's got to pull it together and go up against one of the best Terrans in StarCraft 2. This is game number 1. Let's go.
You can never kill me, chew me, sue me, everybody do me, kick me, strike
you say sue me?
Yeah, man.
Imagine if you could do that in the game.
Thing.
Bottom left in the blue.
TES Gaming. Ryung.
If you could sue somebody, the Reaper comes in your base and throws papers at the command centers, like you've been served process. Like,
Yeah, it touched you.
you have to show up in court
What a
on
stupid
Proxima
rule.
Station. In the bottom right, in the red, or upper right, in the middle of the map. I don't know what's going on. Sorry. In the upper right in the red is Deer.
Yeah, it's been a fantastic night so far. Excited for this last match. No way to tell how it's going, like you're saying, because Ryung has truly cloaked his play.
This is the new
there's just
meta.
no way to know what he's gonna
Cloaked
do.
his play indeed. Cloaked his
Yeah.
ghosts as well.
Yeah. And
The new meta is just trying to hide ghosts around the map.
where's the Ghost Academy?
Becomes this ultimate gamble of can you find the Ghost Academy in time. And then the new meta forms where you just know the ghosts are coming, so you just have to hard counter it. You have to make cannons right at your ramp.
But then people start floating the barracks in and making the tech lab.
That's
and then
right,
making
yeah.
the
Then
ghosts.
it's all about trying to get your probe under the barracks so it can't land in
like you're-
time to get ghosts.
You're trying to make your Nexus, but to block it, they actually start a Ghost Academy right there. Like, no! Oh, this is going to be so hard to hold! Oh, the Ghost Academy!
It all happened at day
there's
2 of Season 2 of the GSL Codas when Ryung ruined StarCraft 2 by rushing for ghosts in the middle of the map.
Eventually, you're trying to take down the Ghost Academy. The SCV is like running around it, repairing it while a nuke is building. You're like, no, I need to stop it before there's a nuke in my natural.
Tears in my eyes.
This could happen. We don't know what's going to happen in the meta, okay? These are great players. They can pull all sorts of
You
stuff
actually made
off.
me get tears in my eyes, and I got makeup on, man. My mascara is running down now,
Oh,
Artosis. So, in this game, I guess he's not going to go nukes and play around the meta, guys.
What a weakling.
Yeah, but you can't really blame him on this map. Both these players are going to go for a quick expand here, as the expand is, of course, very accessible.
Extremely standard play here out of Ryung overall. Like, has it Marine out. I guess he's skipped Reaper, but people are mixing that in quite a bit. And look at that. Look at Deer. Mr. Safety Pants.
Yeah.
Making a robo.
That's-
This is a cowardly move by Deer.
This is Artosis is very pleased by this.
Yes, I am very
the Captain
pleased.
Careful of StarCraft 2 players.
This is how you make sure, guys, if you are afraid of these Ghost Rush that are happening, do this cool thing called making a robo instead of a Stargate, and I promise you'll be fine.
Going for a quick robo is like basically the safest of the safes.
For early game, nothing will really kill you. There's, of course, mid-game it can start to have some weaknesses, but Deer this is like the old standard here, Robo and Twilight. And, I mean, you can go Glaives or you can go Blink, or according to this new idea they have for a patch, maybe even Charge in the future. Who knows? I don't know. It's kind of exciting, though, Tasteless.
You might be onto something, Artosis. So, Ryung, we've been joking about it, but in truth, he did win with that Ghost Rush hidden in the middle of the map, and then did a crazy Widow Mine, double, like one proxy factory in the middle of the map, the other one in his main. So he hasn't played anything standard at all. So again, this is normally when we get to the final series of the day, it's one where we kind of can go back and say, oh, he's going to do this or that.
Yeah.
But this time around, it's like we just don't know what Ryung's going to do and what exactly his standard play looks like.
It's impossible to say. Like, we've seen standard TVPs out of him. He's actually quite good at it. Like, he put up some great fights against Stats previously. So,
We
see
have
if he
a
goes down
Dark
that
Shrine
road.
already.
This is a very old build to go DT drop very quickly against Terran. We haven't seen it in a while, but it's not bad, right? Like, you drop off some DTs, and if they don't have scans, man, that's a tough one
He
right
comes
there.
an even newer meta where he makes Archons and tries to harass the SCVs. We're like, let's see if this works. And then Marines stim and shoot it down. We're like, oh, okay, I guess that answers that.
Yeah.
I guess that made sense. I should have thought of that before we...
oh, there's a Viking. Oh, no.
yeah. We look at Deer across the, across the stage, and he's like, no, he's like, yeah, it didn't work. It was the Marines. They shot it down. So let's see if the DTs can do anything. Oh, my God. Wow. Fortune smiles on you today, Deer.
He started Blink, then canceled. Okay, yeah, that was to 4 DTs, I guess, and then started right back up again. 3 DTs, so if he splits these, there's not going to be enough scans, and I don't see a single turret. So this might just straight kill Ryung. Well, not
this is
100% straight kill, but a lot of damage.
So this is an old concept that dates back to Brood War, but you basically outmaneuver their scans. Okay, now one mine takes that out, And as long as you can outrun the scans, eventually the Protoss or the Terran rather, just can't get any detection up. Now this is good mechanical play. He's just blocking off the turret. Ooh, denied!
Wait, was that stim?
That was stim.
That is like...
That was so close to finishing.
Oh my god.
Wow.
That's crazy. Denying stim is like the single most ridiculously brutal thing you can do to Terran. Oh, that's... Oh my god, he's going to deny +1 possibly?
Get the SCVs! Repair!
Yeah, you don't want to lose +1 as well.
Oh, look at this.
I can't believe you denied stim. Oh, this DT drop is great, man. This has been a fantastic
Look at this DT. This is like the Batman of Protoss units right now.
Oh my god.
I can't see him! All right, never mind.
Hey, that was too greedy right there.
Yeah. You know, it's funny because you do go in there intending to kill SCVs and hoping that it can spiral out of control. But yeah, I mean, if you get the tech lab,
like getting
Terran basically can't do anything with their infantry unless they have stim.
Yeah, the first medevac drop with a mine in it, you can do without stim, and then after that, it's just like throw these units away.
No, Terran units are garbage without stim. Like you can't. If Terran didn't have stim, they would be by far the worst race in the game. Like they just they can't operate without stim.
Or they'd all have to go mech.
Yeah,
which would be great. Okay,
wow,
Glaive's coming up. He has Blink already. Deer's got 3 bases. He has to be feeling good right now. Ryung has to sit back and play a much longer game. Like, all of his timings are now so far off. I don't think that there's any actual opportunity to attack. In fact, these are empty medevacs, aren't they?
Yeah.
He's just, like, Ryung realizes that he can't do anything, so he may as well pretend to do things.
Yeah, he's hoping to keep the Protoss back.
Like I used to do in school right there. Yeah. Fly my 2 empty medevacs around. They're like, did you do your homework? And I fly the medevac past the teacher. It's like, yeah, I guess so.
Did you ever have that in math class where the teacher would just kind of look and see if like you had stuff on the page?
I just wrote random numbers
and
on the
I wrote
page.
random numbers. Yeah, I did that. And then I got caught. My teacher picked it up, and she's like, these are just random numbers. And I'm like, I am in so much trouble right now.
I never got caught.
But you know who else is in trouble right now is Ryung, because this time those are full.
Oh, boy.
Wow.
It would be hard for this game to go worse for Ryung. Now the medevac's like, oh, we got to get back home. Yeah, he was going to bait, like, pretend he was going to fly in one place and fly in the other. Like, there were some good ideas here by Ryung.
Yeah.
But everything has gone wrong. And to win this game, it has to actually go super late. Like, both players maxed and stuff.
Yeah, I mean, basically, Ryung can't do anything. And right now, Deer is just pressuring up here. Deer is really taking advantage of the edge that he has right now and really starting to abuse his opponent.
Oh, boy. Starting to poke up here. Has that observer still. Try to pick up.
Oh, my God!
Oh, these medevacs.
Almost gets out of the medevac.
Trying to pick off this observer so hard so that he can actually use these Widow Mines for defense, but... Oh, look at that. He actually sent up 2 sacrificial adepts here.
Yeah, this is smart. Well, he knows if he can just edge in here,
he
could probably take him out. So he wants this one other Stalker to absorb the Widow Mine hit, and then he blinks in. And I believe that's all she wrote for this game.
Yeah.
No late game for you, Ryung.
Yeah, this was Deer's answer to the Cloak Ghost Rush, was his own Cloak Templar Rush. So,
yep, that's going to be it.
What can you say? It was a good strategy choice. It worked out very well,
and of course, if you lose your medevacs, whether that's to Phoenixes or just to Stalkers on the map, I mean, you're going to lose the game.
He doesn't get broken here if he has 20 more army supply on top of that ramp. That's for sure. Okay, so Deer takes the first one quickly.
Not much we can really. Not much more I can really tell you guys about that. It's pretty apparent.
Yeah.
Got to be very careful. I did like the fact that he had the 2 empty medevacs moving around the map, because that can at least keep the Protoss back.
Yeah. Yeah, there was like a lot of good ideas there. I see Patience helping out Ryung right now.
Yeah. He's like, don't lose your medevacs. And Ryung's like, oh my God, go sit back down.
It's like, shut up, Protoss player. We don't know what you're talking about.
It's really cool that Patience is here helping him out, though.
What he's probably saying is like, if you had gone Proxy Ghost, you could have upgraded Stim on a hidden tech lab, and he would not have killed it. That's a very good strategy.
Well, you can see the pressure's really mounting here for Ryung. Deer's had GSL Codes champion under his belt, is looking like he could move on.
Yeah.
At this point in time, Ryung is not allowed to make any more mistakes.
Oh, and Deer has another match tonight.
That's right.
SSL Challenge League.
We just got StarCraft 2 all the time.
Yeah, there's so much right now. It's crazy. But if he wins here, he's definitely going to be feeling good going towards that. I believe Ryung plays tonight as well, right?
I think you might be right. I'm not sure.
Pretty sure.
So, Whirlwind is map number 2, and if we do go to a third game, and That means Ryung has to win on Whirlwind, and then we'll go to Newkirk Precinct. Does Ryung try to mix it up? Does he have any other crazy strats? That might have been his only 2 crazy strats. Terran don't have that much insane stuff they can do against Protoss, so let's see what happens in our next map. In the bottom left, in the blue, our Terran player, he is
TES Gaming, Ryung.
in the bottom right, in the red, our Protoss player, he is
Deer.
Well,
Tosis.
yes.
Can Ryung win this? Can he do it? To be honest, I'm kind of rooting for him.
Yeah, well, the games he showed tonight have been pretty awesome. But Deer, like, I mean, I never object to having Deer advance. He's just, like, such a solid, good Protoss player. Look at that. He gets a scout first.
Yeah, this
versus
is very
command center
fortunate.
first. That's, like, very annoying.
Look at that. It's going to hit the SCV.
This is going to take, like, 3 SCVs to fend this off, man.
This is a very annoying moment for Terran.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, my God.
Look at this. Now you can fight
Imagine if
against
that was a
and then run.
StarCraft 1 probe, man. That game would be over.
Well, you probably would have
Best
just
unit in
canceled
the
your
game.
CC and left the game.
Yeah, man.
I've seen pros do that before.
Kills your SCV, and then he builds on your one geyser that you have, and then, puts a pylon in front of your add-on at your factory. You're like, oh, my God. So
The devil probe continues.
So 3 racks from here.
Yeah.
I don't believe Terran scouted yet, right? No, he has
I
not.
don't think
Yeah, he
so.
hasn't scouted at all. So he has no idea what Protoss is doing. Oh, my God. Look at how many SCVs have to be pulled on this.
Yeah, it's super annoying. If they scout you first in this type of situation, like the probe just harasses and beats down everything.
It's a low probability situation to get into, but it is possible.
Yeah.
If it is probable, it is possible, Artosis.
If it is probable, it is possible.
Yeah.
Those are like reverse. If it's
No, it's not. It's just probable. There's a big...
then there's a possibility of it.
There's
But
a
if it's probable, there's a high possibility of it.
Oh, man. Maybe
So you're ratcheting
Maybe
down.
you're right. Yeah,
You're at
no.
the top of the pyramid, Tasis.
Listen, you could finish up this cast. I'm going to go home, man.
Yeah.
I dropped the ball back there. That was...
That's all right. A lot of people don't know what words mean.
Yeah, apparently I'm one of them. So, already with this pressure on the Terran early on.
Quick laves.
Yeah, and I don't blame Protoss for doing this at all.
Yeah,
I think
this is going to be
this-
like a 7 or 8 gate.
Yeah, well, this parlays right into what is going to work for Protoss. I mean, he's already he found him right away. Terran is still scouting around the map, by the way. Terran's at the top center with his SCV still looking. And he's just going to get a few SCV kills. Ooh, gets that one to go away.
Okay, let's look when he adds reactors on, because he's going to need a hell of a lot of units to hold this. He also is going to need a bunker, probably at the natural and in the main base. Of course, he doesn't know exactly what's incoming, but this is a pretty common thing Protosses do against Command Center first.
Yeah, I mean, Terran can suspect, especially just the way this started out, that like Protoss might be coming in here and trying to get a quick kill. The Robo's almost done. We have 4 more gateways about to finish.
He can hold this. He's making these reactors before that factory. Important stuff.
Factory just now starting up. The SCV is going to get gunned down, and again, even if he hasn't scouted it, he might suspect this is coming.
Yeah, it's really not uncommon. So he just needs to keep on making units. Would love to see some bunkers out of him. The turret, like, if he catches the prism with that, he can just win the game, but there are going to be 2 prisms coming out as well. So this is, like, really scary. Okay, he scans and sees no gases.
That is a big tell.
Yeah. He's starting to make a
if there were
turret ring.
gases coming up, then he would be very concerned. And you can see that Protoss doubles down on the rush. He actually has a pylon and another gateway over here.
Yeah.
Because he really wants to lean hard on the Terran. But with a turret ring and enough bunkers...
The turret ring is nice. If he actually can prevent a prism from getting in his main base, the rush is almost held. He's getting 2 bunkers at his natural, so like that's really good as well. Starting to make his Widow mines. Okay, let's see if he can do it. Like, Ryung absolutely can hold this. He's doing all the right steps right now.
Okay, SCVs are being evacuated. He's going to need these to repair the bunkers. Now, the problem when you have this many adepts is they can basically pick their proper position and squish the Terran sometimes. Now, again, there was a turret ring, so I don't know if he can get in there. But if he has 2 warp prisms, I know. Maybe he doesn't want to suicide in or anything like that. I mean, all he has to do is get the Terran out of position here, and the Terran can be broken.
Things can get dirty really quick.
Ooh,
Marines are
nicely
in
placed.
the main base, by the way. Yeah, that was really good. The Marines are in the main base, the most of his army. So if he actually suicides in here over the turrets, he might lose both prisms, and we might just go to game 3.
Yeah, and he's going to do it. Okay, he's
Look at this,
strongly...
look at this.
Now notice that Ryung actually kept the Marines back.
Oh,
Okay.
he saves one of these
Okay,
prisms.
that's huge. And these are now up here, which means he can pressure the front.
He's got to kill this turret, though,
He's
to
got to
actually
get this
in
back
there.
out of here, though, because he knows SCVs are going to be pulled.
Oh, my God.
Meanwhile...
Yeah, all the adepts actually hitting the front. He pulls those SCVs back a little bit.
Ooh,
That's
good.
okay, though. He can lose SCVs. He's got way better tech going on right now.
Okay. So far, so good. Terran is still alive. Protoss is making another warp prism, by the way. Okay, he should see this Widow mine.
He's super all in, man. He does not have anything else to fall back on right now. Great defense so far here
Oh my
from
God,
Ryung.
it's the same mine. I can't believe it. The same mine hit him.
Yeah.
So, I'm sure some of you know this, but for those of you guys that don't, he puts the mine just above the command center so that 3-dimensional graphics cover it up.
Yeah.
So it's just a little bit harder to spot.
Yeah, like if you're just looking at it on a normal screen and not from way on the edge like we just saw right there, then you just don't see it. Okay, a lot of adepts coming up here.
That's why Artosis plays with the rock on the page up key, and then
Yeah.
he's the only player that plays with the screen turned like that, so he never loses to mines.
I only like playing third-person games.
That's right. He's trying to bait out that mine hit, but you can see Ryung is having none of it.
Wow, Ryung is so on top of this. He knows every little thing that he needs to do. He's keeping his economy big enough.
Oh, he got the mine to move up. He can gun it down. This is so all in right now here from Deer. It's like he has all of his chips. Not only
Oh my
all of
God.
his chips on the table, it's like all of his clothes. He's got, you know, the lease to his house. He's got
Look at
everything
this.
there.
He's
going.
keeping his Marines out of range. Oh my God. This is crazy.
That was so good by Deer.
Oh no, Deary can't fire from up on that ramp. This is a great spread by Ryung, I think, as well. But he gets in here and warps
with the warp
in.
Yeah, I know. I think with this warp in, he can zone out any Marines that come in. Now I think he needs to keep control of the ramp, and then he can kill any Marines that come out. And I think that's checkmate.
Maybe you're right about that. He's trying to poke up right now. Deer I guess now has very good surface area, but here come the Marines.
Okay, he gets the warp prism, but there
that's
are
very
two.
important.
The mine.
Oh, picking off these mines is so strong as well.
Wow.
A lot of SCVs have fallen here. Deer might break him.
Damn.
Yeah, Ryung is starting to look pretty sad about this.
Yeah, I think that's it, man. Let's see if he. Nah, there's just no way. He can't get a good arc.
Oh,
Oh,
and a
wow.
sentry as well.
GG. Deer moves
Damn.
on, and Ryung's eliminated.
Ryung was doing such a fine job there. It was interesting that he let the depot down for the shades to get up, because at first, all right, Deer was shading towards the ramp, and Ryung moved all his Marines to the side so that if he finished his shade, his Marines weren't in range of most of the adepts. And then they started going up the ramp, but it was closed. And then he let it down. The adepts went up. Ryung started to engage in an arc at the bottom of the ramp, and only a few of the adepts were able to fire. And I was like, oh, that's actually really good. But then the adepts just walk away from the ramp and make an arc on top of there so the Marines can't come up. And it's like, I'm not sure why he let that depot down, to be honest. I think that was a pretty big mistake right there.
That's a haunting moment
Yeah.
in Ryung's career. He started out so strong, and he was very close to knocking out Biel guys. Ryung almost got out first, and ultimately he was outclassed by our more accomplished players.
Yeah, Deer moves forward through that round of 16, so definitely has to be happy about that. These guys will be playing later tonight, SSL Challenge. Definitely check that out. I believe it's only on
시드라우
YouTube.
백동준 선수
anyways,
16강 진출에 성공했습니다.
here we go. An
첫
interview
번째
with
프로토스
Deer,
진출자 백동준
second place player for
선수입니다.
tonight.
축하드립니다.
네, 감사합니다.
와,
This
이거
is the
정말
first Protoss to advance the round of 16. Congratulations.
올라가게 됐어요. 소감 어떠세요?
아, 제가
got revenge
경기 때 지고 솔직히
in that
좀
decider match against Ryung. How do you feel now?
네.
개인적으로 화났거든요.
네.
그래가지고 이거 최종전에서 만약 만나면 진짜 무조건 복수해야겠다.
Yeah, I was pretty upset after that first match against Ryung.
다행히 잘 된 것 같아요. 네.
and I had the mindset that
패배는
if I faced him again in the decider match, I'd get revenge on him, and I'm really happy that I did.
좋았지만 1세트에서는 정말 잊혀졌던 빌드까지 꺼내가지고 왔잖아요. 전진 은폐 유령 당하면서 깜짝 놀라셨을 것 같아요.
네, 저도 그 빌드를 정말 오랜만에 당해봐가지고 진짜
네.
깜짝 놀랐는데
네.
Proxy
이러면
Ghost.
안 되겠다. 최종전에서 나도 이제 옛날 빌드를 꺼내야겠다. 눈에는 눈, 얘는
He was somewhat popular in the old days.
네, 그렇게 해서 잘 이긴 것
He was
같아요.
네,
very
1세트부터
surprised
야무지게
to see that again
아주
today.
좋아 보였습니다. 그것도
Really
계속
really
그
surprised to
전부터
see him
생각하고
use that
계셨던
build.
거네요. 딱 지고 다음 경기도
But I think I
이기면서.
defended pretty
원래는
well.
이런 빌드를
Yeah,
연습
he
때도
made a
많이
game of
안
that,
하고
despite
그냥
losing
생각도 안 하고 있었는데
like 70
아, 이건
probes.
진짜 무난하게 하면 또 맞춤당하겠다. 맞춤당하고 질 바에는 그냥 새로운 빌드를 꺼내자 이 생각으로 했어요. 네.
네, 그렇게 승부사다운 모습이 오늘 이런 값진 결과를
the way I
만들어낸
played
것
today,
같아요. 확실히 백동규 선수 지난 시즌에
I realized that
앞서서 정말
if I played normally, I wouldn't be able to win.
크게 느껴졌었거든요.
So I kind of used some out there stuff to try to end up
엄청난
taking these
기록을
matches.
예선 탈락 충격이었습니다. 그때 어떠셨는지.
아 저도 진짜 좀 게임을 그때 쉬다가 해가지고 그래도 떨어질 줄 몰랐는데 그래도 그 당시에 좀 테란이 세가지고
We missed you because you didn't qualify after 3 seasons row of qualifying. I think that she means for the round of
못
16.
보는 사이에
if I'm
참
right.
많은 분들이 그리워하셨을 것 같아요. 이번
Says,
시즌
well, in last season, Terran was pretty OP.
들어볼까요?
And I got eliminated by Terrans.
오랜만에 GSL 무대에 온 것 같은데 네, 더 열심히 준비해서 다음에는 승자전.
Said, and today I did beat Terran, so that makes me happy. Any last words, dear?
네, 알겠습니다. 오랜만에 보는 백동기 선수 다시 한번
Said,
승리까지
well, I fell into
축하드립니다.
the decider match,
네.
but in the round of
자,
16,
이렇게 다시 돌아온
I'm going to try to get out
백동기
of
선수
my
만나봤고요.
group in first
자,
place.
이렇게 해서 이신영 황강호 선수에
Alright.
이어서 또
Arctos, good job today.
Yeah, this was a really fun day. A huge amount of variety in the games and a lot of fun ones as well. Really a lot of very close games also. You can see a bunch of 2-1s. In fact, even the 2-0 Ryung versus Deer and Deer versus Ryung had some very close games in there as well. Close calls for both sides.
Too bad to see Ryung get knocked out, but you know, the competition is really, really tough at this point in time here in the GSL Code S. This is only day 2, guys, so we got plenty more. And by the way, tomorrow night, 7 p.m. is ASL.
That's right.
Our StarCraft
oh my
1 league.
God.
Yeah.
That's awesome. I can't wait. Going to be really fun. Of course, next Wednesday, GSL Code S Group C. Maru, Super Curious, and Dark. That is some scary stuff right there. Of course, Dark going to be getting the Nesty Award.
That's right. Well deserved.
Really big deal right there. 10 Code S's in a row. And of course, Maru and Dark are destined to face each other. And that is going to be a humdinger of a match.
Excellent usage of the word humdinger.
Yeah.
I must say. Guys, this was a lot of fun. Thank you for joining us. Please keep tuning into us here at the GSL. And I got to say, this was like a tough one to figure out who was going to get out, but after seeing the way everybody played, it was the better players who advanced. Even though Billowy looked very good.
Billowy, they all looked great. This was a fantastic group. It didn't go exactly how I thought it'd go, but BL and D are never bad bets to move forward.
It's funny because it's not the group I would initially be like, oh, these are all going to be good games, but then when you see the games pan out, they're all very strong players.
I definitely think that Billowy is someone we're going to see a lot of in the future, and it sucks to see Ryung go out this early, but this is one of the stronger groups in the round of 32, so it had to be somebody.
Well, that does it for us here tonight at the GSL Code S. We love you guys, and we will see you at the ASL tomorrow at 7 p.m.
Oh boy.